Intraday liquidity risk in banking. Structure of the video. Problem statement and project objectives, model assumptions, modeling approach and structure, and experiment and analysis. Problem statement and project objectives. SafeBank is a major custodian bank in the global financial market. One of the services SafeBank provides is changing currency for their clients. Then they want to discover which level of stock maximizes the profit, considering that SafeBank always has to have currency to make transactions. Model assumptions. At the end of each day, the model is going to reset the quantities of each type of currency. The trending day starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 6:30 p.m. The transaction data was separated by type of transaction. To model the arrives of transactions, we use a rate table with intervals of 1 minute. The size of transactions was modeled by a weighted distribution with two parameters. The proportion of transactions in each type of currency and exchange rate was modeled by using 5 days of data that SafeBank provides to us. The simulation run ends after 365 days. No fixed days will be considered for the model. Modeling approach and structures. We use levels to track the stock of each type of currency. In the model, we use a model entity with 6 symbols for each type of transaction. Also, we create a source connected by the time path to the workstation and this one connected by another time path to the sink. Besides, we create 3 sources connected by 3 time paths to one sink to model the counterparty swap. The simulation run ends after 365 days. We use a work schedule to assign 5 days to work to the workstation and the day patterns to assign 10.5 hours to work on each day. We use properties of workstation to in the state assignments on entering we use 9 rows to assign on us state variables the quantity profit of each type of currency. Also, we assign the minimum quantity in the stock to us global variables. In before exiting, we assign to the global variables the quantity of revenue for each transaction. Besides, materials and other constraints we use to produce or consume the quantity of each type of currency depending on each type of transaction. All of this in USD currency. In the process for the source bank, we establish a symbol and type of transaction. Then are assigned the quantity depending on which type of transaction. The process check inventory night is for the scenario end of the day settlement policy to order more inventory at the end of the day if the quantity in stock is less than the property point to reorder at night. The process response timer event is for replenish the inventory at the end of the day. The process replenish is to help to model the swap of the currency. And the process final profit, we assign the total payment and profit after payment and final profit. The process seek inventory is for decide which stock of currency is the bigger and therefore discount the amount of money in the assign. For example, if EUR is less than GBP and this is less than USD, we are going to swap USD for other type of currency. But if USD is less than GBP, we are going to swap GBP to other type of currency. Experiments and analysis scenarios. For the scenario business as usual, we assign the property timer event night the value 0 to don't use the process check inventory night, and the property ordered at night to use the process respond to timer event. In the scenario loss of counterparty, we assign the value 0 to the property order quantity day and property or reorder point day to model the loss of counterparty. And in the scenario end of the day settlement policy, we assign the value 0, 0 to the property timer event night to don't use the process to respond to timer event, and the value 1 to the property order at night to use the process check inventory at night.